Hello and welcome to another update video about Render. Let me take you through the wave count. At the moment, we have just entered the support area again that we already defined a couple of weeks ago, I think. When we were up here, we said, okay, for a pullback, it would be ideal to get into this region. But then obviously, ideally, price finds some support somewhere in this region. Let me take you through the count. We're still looking here at a leading diagonal, possibly. Bear in mind, leading diagonals are always difficult, very difficult to forecast and analyze because they don't really have a clear target. But we obviously have a possible 5-wave move up here with this dubious wick on the 21st of May. We then set off this high, which would be the A wave of the wave 5. So we might now be in the B wave of the wave 5, which is the support area. And then we should get a C wave of the wave 5, yeah. So in this A wave, we had 5 waves. We then started the B wave in a WXY correction. And here in the Y wave, we're looking at another WXY probably coming down. And it is possible that this is also just an ABC. That's a little bit unclear. If it's a C wave, then we are forming just 5 waves to the downside now. So if we had an A wave here, a B wave up and a C wave, then we have a small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, because this is a deeply corrective structure, I can show you various counts. Wouldn't necessarily help you really. What is more important is to understand the relevant levels where a bounce can occur. And if those levels are broken, wow, what would happen then? So ideally, price finds support either at $2.12 or $1.91. So it's sort of this support area here. If price can find support above 191, a rally in a C wave is likely. Okay, but just bear in mind, a diagonal pattern is less stable than an impulse. So they can always break down a bit more. Below the 78.6 Fib level, I mean, support that I have left is here this ascending trend line of the trend channel. Now, this is one that's fairly well defined with quite a few touch points here. So it would match roughly the 191 level of this support. So again, we just need to see, do we find support there now or not? But I can only tell you what I see now, which is we haven't seen any reaction yet that would indicate that we have found support. So in the current market environment, I can just say, just be a bit careful, because until we have a trend reversal signal, no support is going to help you, right? Because the trend is down, the short-term trend is down, but this is an area where ideally in a B wave, price would find support. We can also use the method to measure the wave W here, go to the high of the X wave for possible targets. So we have one target, which is the 1-to-1 ratio that was broken at 230. But the next target would be, which is very likely normally for such a Y wave, is the 1.618 extension at $2.02. Let's see if we find support. So that means it gives us 3 main levels, $2.12, $2.02, and the 191 level. And again, ideally it avoids a sustained break below that level. The trend is down, however, so until we see a small reaction, a 5-wave move on a smaller time frame or something, it's going to fall further because the trend is down. Difficult market environment at the moment. So we currently see some oversold readings here. For example, on the 4-hour chart, nearly oversold again, bullish divergence nearly, but definitely oversold. But again, without a signal, they only indicate, right? The daily though still has more room to go lower. So here we need to be aware that it still has technically much more space to go lower. It's really only just entered the oversold range. So again, just be on the side of caution here, know where your risk is sitting, and I am also carefully scaling into this market. When the market rallies, then I take some profits, not Render, but generally more like Bitcoin. But then overall, it's part of my strategy to currently scale into these support areas, ideally, and at some point we should hopefully end this correction, but it's a very uncertain environment. Obviously made even more uncertain due to the SEC or SEC issue with Binance and Coinbase and so on, which is currently, well, leading to a very tough market, which is already very unstable, right? It's not that I don't think we have completed this overall correction yet, because either in these corrections, very bearish news come towards the end of such a correction, but only you can only really say it's over, or a very good sign is when price doesn't react in a bearish way to bearish news anymore. And at the moment, it is still reacting in a bearish way. So I think it hasn't been, we haven't flushed out all the weekends yet. Just needs a bit more selling before we can form a bottom, which is anyway what we are looking for in Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? So let's see if we finally get it. I don't really believe it. I think it will be a bit more choppy over the next few days. But yeah, hopefully we get this to an end finally. And I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.